Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? I think we're live. We're live, right? You guys can hear me, correct? If I'm here at all. I'm coming through. I haven't done one of these in forever, so I have no clue how this is gonna go. I see people coming in. Triple X loaded, yo, what's up? Cyanide for your brain. Hey, C Tactics. Hey, cyanide for your brain. So I'm able to be heard right now, correct? Just want to make sure. I haven't done one of these streams in literally forever. All right, cool. If I watch the new Oshoko Tensei, I've watched up until the end of part 1 of season 2. So not much, but I have a video upcoming about that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how everything shakes out as time goes on. But how is everyone doing? It's been also has anyone here ever been to one of these streams that I've done before? What I like to do sometimes is I like to chill out and stream and just chat with everyone. And it's been so long that I can't remember if anyone here has been in here. I need to watch Kaiju number, or are you watching Kaiju number 8? Yeah. I've seen the first 2 episodes, and I wanted to make a video on it like every 4 weeks, but I just never got around to doing that. So I will get caught up. I think I want to make like one big video of like my thoughts on Kaiju number 8 or whatever. And it'll probably have the same generic title I always use. Catching up to whatever. Insert anime name here. But I'm actually catching up with a lot of things. Like videos. I was out for a couple weeks, and ever since then, I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't think they show up in a lot of your feeds, but I do videos on Ranger Reject, and the video today is horribly under-edited. It's hilarious how much little editing there is. Like it's almost comedic. If I could show you the Premiere file for my edit on that timeline, it would be you would laugh. You would laugh. Everyone here. You would start laughing and you'd explode of laughter. But how is everyone doing? Have any of you guys been watching or reading anything interesting? I've also been trying to read Kagurabachi, because I've seen people talk about that, and it seems interesting. Like what I hear from it is literally, it's either this is the greatest thing ever, or this is literally just a by the numbers shonen, and I don't know what to think about that. It was like a month ago. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. About a month ago is when they started getting really like no attention at all. So I think it's just no one's talking about that series much. But that is the double-edged sword when you treat your channel as a hobby. But it is what it is. But yeah, I've been trying. Has anyone been reading Kagurabachi? I've also been, reading Chainsaw Man. I'm caught up with that. I still need to get caught up with Dan to Dan. That's another one I need to get back onto. And I'm trying to get caught up with My Hero Academia. I was supposed to be caught up before the new season began, but I never got around to getting caught up to it. So I'm doing it now. I literally just watched episode 7 of season 6 yesterday. So that's how far behind I am. Been a while since I've done one of these. Yeah. It's been I want to say it's over a year. about a year and a half since I last did one of these streams. And that's just mostly because over the last year and a half, I've been so busy, so stressed out. Adding on a stream, oh my god, every week. Oof. Oof. But I do this every year. I've noticed this pattern I have where for every year I'll stream on my channel for like 3 months in a row, and then I'll stop for another year or two. And then I'll just every time I go, I'm gonna do it this time. We're gonna do a stream every week, and it never happens. Day to Dana's Fire. It is so good. It is very good, especially the current arc. Outside of this channel, what do you do for work? Well, this. Pretty sure it's this. I have to think about that. Who knows? I may have some secret side job. You know what they say? I don't know what they say. I am going back to school soon though, so I'm gonna go back to school for that. So, for getting another job, because you know, gotta future proof, right? Gotta future proof. He's him. Am I him, or am I them, or they, or am I he, or is him he's? What major? I'm not quite sure yet. I think primarily the one that I want to work towards is programming. So I'm learning Java right now. I haven't actually studied Java in about a couple weeks. I probably need to get back on top of that because I'll be going to college literally this year to work on that. So it'd be good to get a little bit ahead before I, you know, actually get into the program. But yeah, you know, other than that though, let me tell you, I've been trying to catch up to MHA. I've been trying to, like, I want to do weekly videos on it just to see, like, because I haven't done that for so long, and I want to know if I upload an MHA video on like the newest episode every week, if people from when I covered season 3 every week still watch the channel. I think that would be a really fun experiment. Because season 3, when was season 3? It was like 8, 6, 5, 7, some odd years ago. We're on season 7 now, so we've had 4 seasons and like 3 or 4 movies or something like that in between that amount of time. It's kind of crazy. So I'm very interested to see just how all of that goes. Also as well, this stream will just be about an hour long. We're gonna chill out for about an hour. I lost so much interest in MHA. I feel like it peaked after season 6. Yeah, that's pretty much what everyone says. I have a video coming out eventually that, because like I've been really fascinated as a person who's just getting back into MHA. Every time I say that, they go, "Man, it dropped off." And they're like, "Oh man, there's a lot of these arcs that don't really do anything in the story, and it's not as good anymore." And so I'm just like, okay, I've just kind of been inundated with that. That's like been my experience catching up with MHA, is like all of these arcs that I've been watching, like the Class A versus Class B, I think is what it is. It's just literally like it has like one moment in it where, like, minor spoiler, Deku learns like a new quirk or whatever, and that's like the only thing that happens consequentially to the story. And I've also been really fascinated what people have to say about the My Villain Academia stuff. That's really interesting. Because like it's pretty much split. the anime community is like, oh, this is boring and dumb. Why do they do this? And then the manga community is like, oh, this was amazing. Why did they ruin this? So it's really interesting seeing all the responses. My opinion is that I like both of them, but I do see why the anime version isn't as good. At least is what people say. Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer? Are you asking if I should pick one? I think I'd pick Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan has a much more intricate and involved plot and characters, which I love a lot, whereas Demon Slayer, it's more simplistic, more straightforward, and that's fun. Like, I love Demon Slayer. I think in terms of entertainment, I think both are quite good at entertaining its viewers, but yeah, I think I'd pick AOT. Am I anime only for Demon Slayer? A little bit. I've read up to the end of Swordsmith Village in the manga. That's what I like to do every season, is I try to read it along with the episodes, but this season has been a little bit different because they've adapted things differently this season, which is a whole other thing. Ugh. The way people talk about Demon Slayer on the internet, it's like they killed their dog or their whole family. Pretty funny for this season with how short it is in the manga. Yeah, they did 2 episodes where I only adapted like 1 panel from the manga. It's really crazy. Like, I think what was it? Episode 4, I think, is adapting 1 panel. Like, one small little panel is turned into a whole episode, and it's one of the best episodes of the season, which is kind of crazy. So I found it interesting when that came out, people's reactions. It seems most people don't care, but the Demon Slayer hate brigade is out there. I saw a new anime recommendation on Instagram, can't remember the name, based on a novel, something with prisoners becoming heroes or so. I can't find it. Prisoners becoming heroes. The only thing that I know about that, the only thing I can think of is like Legend of the Galactic Heroes. That's the only thing I know of heroes in the title, and that's a novel. So anyone have a guess how many seasons Demon Slayer will be? Oh god, probably 2 more at most, but probably 1. That's my guess, because based on Hashira training, it seems like the story's wrapping up. Hello, Rising. Also, hello, Neon. Hope you guys are doing well. Guessing from the manga, I think there are 2 more seasons and a movie. Yeah, see, that's interesting. I think they're going to do a movie for the finale. That's what I think they're going to do. I think I know that would like annoy people, because it would take a while to get the streaming services. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We don't know yet. People love to jump to conclusions, but it would be annoying. But I think it would be a very good thing for them to turn the final, you know, the climax of the story into a movie. It would be a perfect send-off for that series. And of course, you know, Ufotable have so much experience making movies and getting things into theaters. Yeah, right, Rising. It would be very flashy and stuff. Like I remember the final 2 episodes of AOT. I almost feel like they should have aired those worldwide in theaters. Like, looking back on it, I feel like maybe a little bit of a missed opportunity there, because it was that good. But I don't think it should have primarily been airing in the movies. I think it should have just been another way to go see it. Because, like, I would still kill to see that final episode of AOT in a big theater. Like, a big theater setting. It would get me to go back to the theaters. Not like much else can at this point. Although I did say I'm a big fan of this band called Ghost, and they're airing some concert in theaters, and I kind of want to go see that. But the flash and excitement is what I like about Demon Slayer. So use a movie budget to ramp that up, and that would be fun. Yeah, just like Mugen Train. I think Mugen Train was probably one of the best decisions that series made. Even just watching the end of Entertainment District in theaters was so fun. Yeah. Oh my god, God. Those final couple episodes in Entertainment District were so good. So good. Found it, sentenced to be a hero. I think I've heard about that before. What is that about? Is his crime of being a villain? So they're like, ha ha ha, you now must become a hero. You are sentenced to 500 hours of being a hero. That would be interesting. You know, we should do that to criminals in real life. We should just sentence them to be like vigilante heroes. Can I ask who is your profile anime? Can I ask what's yours? It is Sabelina. It is my original character that has no relation to anything else. It is legally distinct. Some will tell you it's based off Saber in a Vladilina outfit. This is not true. It is an original character, and I sell a t-shirt of her if you want to go check that out. You can check somewhere in the description. It's probably in there. It's my Teespring or whatever. Also, hello, Elizabeth. When did you become a mod? Some people speak truth. I'm not saying which people those are. Well, it's definitely not the Lightning Eagle. It's definitely not. But yeah, that's my original character, Sabelina. Best girl. Easily best girl. There's no one better. Hello, Carp. How is everything? A lot of people jumping in and out. Also, I just noticed it's promoting my Instagram, and I don't use Instagram. How are you, man? Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. I just got done about an hour ago. The walk and a nice shower. Feeling good. I'm feeling all right. Lots of cool people here tonight. That sounds like a way to open a comedy show. Lots of cool people here tonight. So about that airplane food. That crazy? Just they give you little vodka bottles. But yeah. I think it would be cool to have Demon Slayer's final episode as a movie. That I keep going back to that in my head. Just how exciting that would be. Airplanes should serve pizza. Some probably do. I'd like to know the story behind your character that pops up during your videos that's wearing an AOT outfit. So basically, what year was this? Was this 2020? 2021? When I first kind of like got noticed for AOT videos, like it was my biggest month ever as a YouTuber. And I was like, as soon as I got it, I was like, okay. Like got paid, you know, the next month after that. I was like, okay, I need something to make my video stand out. Something to give it more personality. And so I was like, you know what? Since people are probably gonna like my videos from here on out that are only gonna the ones that are only gonna be popular are probably AOT ones. So I contacted my friend 8-Bit Bird and I was like, hey man, I will pay you like $200 or whatever. Can you make me like a set of emojis or whatever? And we landed upon this PNG little guy you're looking at right here. And a lot of people have said over the years that it looks like Flock. It's not Flock. I don't know really who it is. It's a representation of me, but I look nothing like that. Obviously, I look nothing like that, but I don't have, you know, light brown auburn hair. So there's that. But that's, yeah, he's the one who primarily came up with that. And I think he did like some art like this for other people. But yeah, basically I went to him and I was like, hey, can you make chibis for me? And we worked through it. We also, God, one of my many failed experiments. I did a video in Arabasta or Alabasta for One Piece, and it never came out. It crashed and burned, just like my Patreon crashed and burned along with it. We did a lot of art, and it cost a lot of money. And we never ended up using it. You know, let me try to find some. Maybe I can pop them up on the screen or whatever. But I don't know where they are. That's the thing. Oh, well, they're right here. Okay. So I had to make like art of One Piece characters. Wonder if I can, let's see. Let's see. How can I do this? How can I do this? Image slideshow. No, probably don't want to do that. The hell, how do I Actually, wait. Man, this is so complicated. I never. Let's see. Window capture? I actually don't know how to do this. I'm gonna have to like go through each of them individually and do it this way. So let's see. All right, here we are. Let's like I got a Nami one right here. Oh my god, it's so big. This is his like version of Nami and look, she's got the outfit that she wears. And she's got her like little pole thing. And this is the other one. This is so obtuse doing it this way. She looks so adorable, doesn't she? Absolutely adorable. Kawaii indeed. I paid like $300 for this. Might as well get some entertainment out of this. This is Choppa. I wanted to do shirts of like some of these. Here's the one of Chopper that I had. He was like, man, this is horrible. And I was like, no, you have to. This is the one. This is the one that the world needs to see. I think there was another one like that too. Oh no, there wasn't. It was just that one. This is Crocodile. Look how cool he looks. Such cool designs. Here's another one of Crocodile, of him with his cigar. I like how he gave him like a chin. He gotta talks like this. That's how I picture him in my head. Here's another. Here's one of Nefeltari Cobra. He's pretty cool. I don't know how much of you guys here read or watch One Piece, so this may not be interesting at all. Here's one of Water Luffy, which is when Luffy drinks a whole bunch of water. Here's one of Luffy. I like his version of Luffy because his version of Luffy looks, you know, more something like you'd see from Fate, like a Fate inspired, like Shiro Emiya inspired version of Luffy. Here's also one of my favorite characters, the Going Merry. This one's really good. I really liked this one. I like how he drew the face on the Going Merry. Is very cool. Here's one of Nico Robin, of her in her classic cowboy hat outfit, like she's going to a hoedown. Can I start One Piece and somehow catch up without all 1 million episodes? Yeah, if you want to watch the anime, there's this thing. It's called One Pace. That's one or ONEPACE, and just type in One Pace. It'll take you to the official website. And what it is, it's fans that got together and they cut out all of the filler, which I'm currently watching it right now on my server. And doing that, I went from I'm almost caught up. I'm on Whole Cake Island right now, and that's a couple arcs behind to the current arc. So, and I'm halfway through that, and we're watching it. I mean, I'm reading it and watching it at the same time. If you want to get through it really fast, just read it. Like straight up, just pay like $2 for a Manga Plus sub, and you know, download the app and read it through that, and you get caught up really quickly. But it's very good. I recommend it, even if it's a billion episodes or a billion chapters. It's not that bad. Here's another one of Nico Robin. I love Nico Robin. She is best girl. We don't really want to talk about this guy, but here's Pell. Boo. Here's Sanji, the simp. Have I watched Tomodachi Game? I think I have. Almost everyone's best girl to you. Not true. Not true. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Tomodachi Game. I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, I don't think I have. I'm thinking of something else, probably. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. Nope, I have not. But here's another one of Sanji. He's a chump. Here's one of Smoker. Smoker looks funny. He kind of reminds me of like from South Park, one of the Canadians. Here is oh god, what's it? Tashigi, best girl Tashigi. Look at her sword. Once again, very Fate-inspired take. Here's one of Sanji. Here's my favorite one of Sanji. He looks about half past dead. Here's one of Vivi crying. I don't want to say what that's from, but sort of a spoiler there. Oh yeah, Usopp, sorry. I'm dumb. Here's another one of Vivi. And then here's one of Zoro. I've heard from Carp in the chat, they call him the Minority Hunter, which is, you know, unfortunate. And here's another one of Zoro. And they're all pretty good. I really liked all of them. And I think they're all very cute. And it's a shame that I won't be able to use them for a long while. Yeah, there is. There's a lot of them. There is quite a bit. Hopefully one day I'll be able to finish that Arabasta video. I sent the script to Carp the other day, and I was like, get to work. I cracked the whip, and I said, rewrite the script. Because the script is, it's 20-something pages long? I want to say, the original video came out to be 90 minutes, but, you know, yeah. Off topic, did you see Spy Family Season 3 was announced? I did! I'm super excited for it. I love Spy Family. I saw the movie in theaters a couple months ago. In April? Was it Mother's Day or something? When did it air? In theaters? When did it show? I saw it in theaters with a couple of my family members, and we all enjoyed it. It was a very cute, kind of like episodic adventure, which you know, honestly, with how every single movie is a part of a franchise these days, this was really nice because it wasn't canon to the main story. It was just, it was kind of schlocky, but in a very good way, a way that you'd want to watch something that's schlocky. And you know, it's very much like the evil bad guy is like, he smokes a cigar and he does all these crazy things. But yeah, no, it's not canon. There weren't any theaters near me with it. Yeah, I definitely say it's worth watch. Like it's not one of those anime movies where it's a bad watch, where it's just kind of like filler. It's actually really good because it focuses on all of the strengths of Spy Family, and I think it kind of excels in its movie format at like with the story it was told, because it accentuates all of its strengths and it really minimizes all of its weaknesses. Yeah, I would love to see it on streaming here soon. I'd love to watch it in the server. I really enjoyed that film. What do you rank the new Demon Slayer season compared to the others? So far, if we're talking about like episode 6 compared to every other season of up to episode 6 of every season of Demon Slayer before, I would say it's the best season. However, I'm different from most people. Like, I don't watch or read shonen for the action. I watch it to break down and analyze the characters and story and stuff. I do that for every anime. I think that's probably why I stood out so much with AOT, because I was probably one of the only people really honed in to my personal, favorite aspects of AOT, which I don't know, I guess other people enjoyed. I hope they did. But yeah, I think it goes, honestly, I think it was Hashira training. I think now it depends on what day, but I think number 1 for me is Hashira training. Number 2 is Entertainment District arc. Number 3, no. Number 2 is Mugen Train. Number 3 is the Entertainment District arc. Then Swordsmith Village, which is kind of like equal in my head, but it just depends on what day you catch me, what mood I am. And then season 1. I think season 1's the worst season. I think season 1 shows a lot of its flaws of the series early on. I think Zenitsu's at his most annoying in season 1, as an example. And I think it was just too... I don't think Demon Slayer is good in 24 episode seasons. I think Demon Slayer is perfect with 8 to 11 episodes every season in a movie, every now and again. I think that's perfect for Demon Slayer. I don't think it needs to be I don't even think it needs to be 12 or 13 episodes. Just up to 11. That's all you need. It's good. Best anime I've watched so far. There's so many best anime I've watched so far, but that is a great question. Cowboy Bebop, Fruits Basket, the remake of Fruits Basket. It's probably one of the best anime ever made, hands down, which is crazy to say that. Vinland Saga season 2 and season 1. Oh my god. Whew. I get goosebumps thinking about Vinland Saga. Can't wait for season 3. Evangelion, any Evangelion outside of the rebuilds. I don't really like the rebuilds as much as the originals. So that's like Neon Genesis Evangelion, and of course, obviously, the end of Evangelion. Amazing. Probably Legend of the Galactic Heroes. You know what? Actually, I have a video where I go over like my favorite anime, like my top list, I think. And I don't think it's changed since then. So if you want, I can find that real quick. I can just drop it in the chat. You can watch it later. I don't know when that video came out though. I think it was like, I don't know. Top. I don't know what I called the video. Oh, top 10. Let's try top 10. I have one from 2020. I think that's the one. There you go. You want to watch that? If you don't want to watch it, I think I can. So, at least in the list, I mentioned Symphogear, Fate Stay Night, A Silent Voice, Hyoka, Evangelion. I don't know what else is in there. I can probably scrub through. See Cowboy Bebop, looks like. Never mind, the video's not gonna work. It's gonna crash. Okay, cool. Have I watched Kaguya Love is War? I've seen season 1. I was kind of... I didn't feel I needed to watch any more past season 1. Not that I hate it. Just, you know, I got what I needed from it. I love the gag in season 1 where I think it's Kaguya. It replaces the phone battery in main dude's phone, the one she's, you know, interested in romantically. Literally takes like a blow dryer, heats up the pan of the screen, takes it off, replaces the battery. By the way, learns how to do that whole process on her own in a short amount of time. Replaces the battery to a dead battery so that he would, I think, like, have to ask her for something. And it was like something totally benign. It was such a great gag. I loved it. That's my favorite episode, probably. What is my favorite One Piece villain, and why is it Foxy? Oh god, oh no. I do like Big Mom. I like Croc. I'll say recency bias. I'll say Big Mom right now. I also like Doflamingo. I like him too. Psycho-Pass was my first anime. That's a pretty good first anime. It's a pretty damn good first anime. Considering you've watched so many good anime, I hope, what anime hooked you in the most? It doesn't have to be the best anime, but just what hooked you, if that makes sense. Vinland Saga. I think Vinland Saga. That and Cowboy Bebop. Those two. I love stories like that. What's your favorite seinen manga that likely never gets adapted? Huh. You know, the only one that I can really think of is Ghost in the Shell, and, you know, we all know Ghost in the Shell gets so many adaptations. Isn't there... There's like one of them that everybody talks about. What is Vagabond? Can I say, is it allowed for me to say Blade of the Immortal? Because that is one of my favorite manga of all time, if not my favorite manga of all time. It's about an immortal samurai from the Edo period. Maybe it's the Meiji period? I can't remember. And it is so good. I want to reread it. I want to reread it all the time. It's one of those stories where you wish that you could forget about it so you can discover it again and reread it. It's so good. You guys don't know how many times I wanted to make a video on this manga, but I can't. Because I don't have a channel or an audience that would even care. So it would get like no views. And like if I ever get like a billion views or a billion subscribers one day and like my channel's super popular again, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do like a mega, like 3-hour long, chapter by chapter, my thoughts on Blade of the Immortal. That's how much I love Blade of the Immortal. Now the thing is it has gotten adaptations. It's gotten 2 adaptations, and each adaptation did the Promised Neverland season 2 thing. You know what I'm talking about. You know, the one where they take hundreds of chapters and squish them all into 12 episodes. Now, granted, the second series they did for Blade of the Immortal, they ended up using 24 episodes, but this is 24 episodes of a 180 something chapter seinen manga, where each of the chapters lengths widely vary from hundreds of pages long to 10 pages long sometimes. So, I mean, you know, it's never going to happen, but I would love for it to happen. I think it's gotten live action adaptations too, which I think were fairly well received. I think it's from the same people who did the Rurouni Kenshin live actions, which are pretty Beloved. So that's my thing, Blade of the Immortal. So funny too, because she doesn't even have a smartphone at that point. Yes. Oh my god. I need to rewatch that episode. Is the manga complete for Blade of the Immortal? Yeah. I think it completed in like 2001 or 2002. Started in the 90s, I want to say. Like late 90s. It's also if you read the English version, it's a special version of it where they adapt it to read left to right, and I think the mangaka worked on it to make it left to right, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of like unique if you read it through Black Horse Comics. If not, you know, you can obviously get the fan translations pretty easily. That's right to left, like the you know, like how it is in Japan. But I found that interesting because I read the Black Horse Comics version, and it was pretty unique. What is my favorite arc of One Piece or any anime? One Piece? Oof. Oh god, there's so many good arcs of One Piece. I could talk forever about that. I love Alabasta, Arabasta. I love Water 7. That one's a really good one. I like Enies Lobby because of Nico Robin, obviously. Oh god, what is the one with Doflamingo? What is that one called again? I forget. But I love that one too. I really like Whole Cake Island as well. Oh, what is the Halloween themed one? Oh god, it's got Perona. Oh god, what is that arc called? That's such a good arc. Because, like, you're introduced to Brooke, you're introduced to Perona. Thriller Bark, yes! Oh my god, that arc is so good. It looks like something out of Tim Burton, but, like, actually, you know, when Tim Burton was good. Like, oh my god, it's such a good arc. I love the fight between Usopp and Perona. I want to make a video on that fight. Just that fight alone, because it's just... Ugh. That's kind of what made me a huge fan of Usopp, was that fight. And Perona as well. Perona best girl, obviously. But as for any anime, any other anime, if we're talking about an arc, War for Paradis is really good from Attack on Titan. Really anything from the final season is probably my favorite Attack on Titan anything. I mean, come on now. Final season just has the entire payoff to the series. I thought season 2 of that anime never existed. Jake the Movie Geek. It's been many months since AOT's finale. Do you think the overall census has been positive? Personally, I think the response has been overwhelmingly positive. I agree. I think it's universally positive. I get comments all the time still of people like that watch my AOT ending explain video, which, by the way, that video just reached 2 million views, so thank you all so much for your support. I appreciate that. But I get comments all the time right now that's just flooded, inundated with people that I don't know who it is. I don't know who watches the ending to AOT and goes to an ending explain video and just shits on the ending. Like if you need it explained, like, I get that you need to explain, you're probably, you know, not happy at that point. You probably missed something. But why my video? Shouldn't you go, like, I don't know, to my anime list or something like that? I don't know. It's just, it's a little interesting. But yeah, I think the ending was always going to be well received. I think there was, and I didn't make a video on this, and there's a reason why I didn't do that, and that's because I'm working on an AOT video, and we're going to talk about it in that more. But, you know, from the very beginning, I put out that video, I think it was the week before, where I revisited the ending in the manga, and I was like, hey, this is ridiculous. Like, yes, there is a couple issues in here, but it's not that big. It's not the end of the world. It's nothing where we need to start, you know, fascist Nazi Reddit forums. not that crazy, guys. Calm down. Like they're gonna fix this clearly, because like Isayama said he was gonna fix it. He was gonna rewrite that portion, and then the news came out a couple days before that, yeah, he had rewritten the script himself, which is obviously he would do that because he's done that for every season to some degree. And yeah, to me it was pretty obvious the ending was going to be good and it was not going to have an anime original ending. I had people that were like attacking me, that were like, oh man, you're so wrong in the AOE ending stuff, like how dare you, you're a shill, you're a cuck, like all of this stuff, like making judgment on my personal character. And they're like, you're wrong, Isayama planned it the entire time. And I'm like, guys, I really don't, I think this is a situation where you probably, it's like those people that watch Fight Club and get the like some random fucking message from it, you know, they did like misunderstand it. It's the same, it was the same kind of reaction. So I could have came out with a video, or like in one of the videos, like, hey man, I was right about that, you guys suck, you know, the people that were, you know, shitting on me. But I didn't do that. I also, like, man, people were saying I was milking AOT, like, because I was making videos on the ending in the final episode. This is like, I'm an AOT channel, duh. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean by milking? This is what content creators do. They make videos for their niche. That's, you know, that's what they do. So I spent 7 or 8 months away from it to let it cool off so I can do other things. We'll see. I honestly, I think people still want to see AOT videos. I mean, I got 17 people here right now. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see me still make Attack on Titan videos? Would you watch Attack on Titan videos of me doing the, you know, every week, like 2 videos a week? I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do. I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. But who knows? Who knows? And it makes sense. I'm an AOT channel. My Chibi guy's an AOT guy. Speaking of Tim Burton, if you've seen the Beetlejuice sequel trailer, what are your thoughts on it? I did see it. I haven't seen Beetlejuice. But anything with Winona Ryder is, you know, she's great. She's great. She's always good in a lot of stuff she's in. Like, she was in, what was it, Alien Resurrection or something like that? Like the 4th Alien movie. And she was probably not the best thing in that movie, but she still, that's when she was much younger. She was, you know, obviously one of the biggest actresses at that time. It was like the late 90s, like 97, or maybe it was like 2000, 2001 or something. So, you know, makes sense that she was good. That was her prime. But I love Winona Ryder. She's great. Underrated, in my opinion. Congrats on 2 million views. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, it's the only video I'll probably ever get that's going to get 1 million views. And the fact that it didn't just get 1 million, it got 2 million? That's insane. I mean, that's, you know, that's living a dream right there. I like the ending after reading it, but I loved it after the anime. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think AOT's ending, I think Isayama outdid himself. I think he took the criticism of the things he did not so well, which I don't want to say what it is, but there's a couple lines of dialogue from Armin, and he just reworded it. That's all he did to change the ending. That's it. And of course there was another thing that people hated with a certain character. I don't know what I can say, so I don't want to spoil, because I've done that in the past. Where, and this is the other thing, by the way, I want to hear what you guys think, because I've done some videos where of AOT where I put spoilers in the title. Do you guys want to see that or not? Like, let me rephrase that question. Is that annoying to you to see that? Like, I know the answer is obvious, which is yes. But I guess more of what I'm asking is, okay, so when I put spoilers in titles, I like to wait like 3 or 4 weeks before I do that. Is that still kosher? You know, I don't know. I get some hate for that every now and again, so I don't know if I should be doing it or not. I probably, you know, got the answer from that comment section, but, you know, never know. How do you like, how would you like to die on AOT? Die of old age is not an option. I want Mikasa to cut me in half. There you go. Hello, I love your videos. Thank you, TM Savage. I think I've seen you around before. I think since the anime is over, it's fine now to put spoilers. I mean, like I did one for Rengoku's character, and I don't think anyone saw this video because nobody watched it. But I did one on Rengoku's final scene, and I put like, well, I don't want to say it in case you haven't watched it, right? Because the context is different, I guess. But, and people were very mad in my comments. So I don't know. The fact people hated AOT's ending upsets me. You can see how Eren changed throughout the series, and I feel like the ending was perfect for the kind of series it is. I think it's okay to say at this point because they've moved on to something else, probably. But a lot of the people that hated AOT's ending, and I'm not talking about like a general, they just misunderstood it. I'm talking about the people that like went out and to other people's videos and spread a bunch of hatefulness over AOT's ending and a bunch of just misinformation to try and get people to hate the series. So like the trolls, the really toxic people, those people, I think really what they wanted to see is they wanted to see Eren become Hitler. Like they wanted to see like a Hitler, like a Nazi revenge story. They wanted to see the Nazis get one. That's what they wanted to see, I think. And the reason I can say that is there were a lot of Reddit forums and places of that nature that like Jaegerbomb, I think is an example or whatever. Or maybe it was Titanfolk or something. One of these AOT subreddits at the time got banned because they were literally like these, you know, these teenagers, these young adults that didn't have much going on in their lives, and they were like saying a lot of really fascist stuff. So I think a lot of the people, like a lot of the really toxic negative people, were a lot of people that were really edgy, really young, didn't have a lot of time on their hands. They wanted Eren to win and Flock to win because, you know, he's king. He's the king. Eren's the king. Flock is the king. All that stuff, and it's just very edgy kids. You know, that's what it felt like. They completely misunderstood the story. Like I said with Fight Club. Like they watched Fight Club and totally got a different reaction to that ending. So. It is interesting though, I think, people's negative responses to that ending, because it's right at this point, since all of those kind of really toxic people went away, you're now kind of seeing that everyone actually loved the ending, and the people that don't generally love the ending right now that I'm seeing are people that are confused. And they like went through, you know, 80 something episodes or whatever, and they missed something, or maybe weren't paying attention. And trust me, it's easy to make those mistakes, even as a content creator. It's very easy to miss a lot of stuff. And if you miss stuff, like your perception of things are painted totally differently, and you're working with different order of events, and that's frustrating when you don't realize that. You get to the end and you go, well, I can either blame this on the anime or I can blame this on myself, and sometimes you don't even realize it, and you think the ending's bad. And that's totally fine. And usually that's fixed later on. Somebody explains something to them like, oh, you know, this is that, and they go back and rewatch it. So that's what I see a lot when I get comments of people just hating on the ending, is people that are like that, where they just miss something. I don't mind, but it could be on the thumbnail only too. Yeah, that's true with the spoilers. Are you excited for Chainsaw Man's new movie? I don't read the manga and I've avoided all spoilers involving it. Is the content being adapted movie worthy? Oh, hell yes. Oh, hell yes. To both questions. Oh, as Stone Cold would say, oh, hell yeah. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not going to say anything about it, but I will say if you want to read the manga, it'll take literally maybe be 5 hours for you to catch up. It's a really quick read. I'm just saying. I've got a second channel where I talk about Chainsaw Man. Every time a new chapter comes out, I talk about Chainsaw Man. It's so good. Chainsaw Man is so good. I cannot wait for the movie. It's going to be amazing. Unless it's not, of course, but it's perfect. Like the way the structure of it, it's a short arc. It's like 12 or 13 chapters, I want to say, and you could read it in 20 minutes tops. It's a super quick read, and it's very, very good. Very good. I don't even want to like even say anything more than that, because I don't even want to give the inkling of some kind of thing that could be perceived as a spoiler. It's so good. Can't wait. But yes, I'm excited for Chainsaw Man Season 3 as well. What comes after. Anything with adapting Part 1 of Chainsaw Man, you guys thought AOT was big. You give it... Just wait. Wait until the Chainsaw Man story starts actually really coming out, and they start actually adapting a lot of the mid to later portions of Part 1. Ooh. You guys better prepare extra pairs of underwear. I'll say that. It's been Sea Tactics. Hope you're doing well, my dude. Killing it. Oh, Kira, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you're doing well too. Yeah, I'll try to keep killing it. I don't watch AOT. Can you give me some reasons to watch it? Isn't just about Titans trying to enter walls and defending the village like Plant vs. Zombies? No. It is one of those series where... I'll just say this. Season 1 of AOT has almost no similarities to the final season of AOT. By the time you get to the final season, it's totally different. It's, you know, I would say it's on the caliber of TV shows like Game of Thrones when it was really good, like all the hype around it. I would say it's like that. It's probably like it's I don't know how to describe it. It's just one of the best anime ever made. And it's unique in that it goes beyond the medium of anime. So a lot of people watch Attack on Titan that don't watch anime, because they saw Attack on Titan as like not an anime but a real story to them, which I know, like, I don't agree with that, but that's the way normies is. I'm not using that as a derogative. I'm using that as a descriptor. Like normies would, like, they don't know anything about anime, so they go, oh my god, Attack on Titan, it's one of the greatest things ever made. Like, it caught the zeitgeist, and it captured it for the entire time. And the story goes through so much twists and changes. If you think you know how AOT is going to progress, if you think you like, oh, so this is the way this is going to go, I got this. Just wait a couple episodes, and you're going to be proven totally wrong. Like, you can never guess where AOT leads. It's such a good series. But it's definitely not. It's not how you think it is at all. It's much more involved. Makima is sus to me, but she's so bad. I wish I was Denji. That's a funny comment. That's a really funny comment. Elizabeth. Everyone thinks it's about humans fighting titans, but season 2 immediately starts subverting all expectations. That's also a good point. Season 2 is... Season 1, kind of, you think it's going to be one way, and then like immediately with season 2, it just goes in another direction. What do you think of the theory that Eren is stuck in a time loop? It starts under the tree crying and ends with his death. The time loop is almost like his hell. I would say he's definitely in one. Because... And here's the thing, the way time travel works, and I know it's not like true time travel, it's like consciousnesses that are kind of like collapsing in on one another, and it's time travel through consciousness and thoughts and memories and things like that. I know it's complicated, but... And you can poke holes into it because it's time travel. When you put logic to time travel, it doesn't make sense because time travel doesn't make sense. At least in the way we think of time travel in terms of stories. But yeah, he definitely is. He's definitely stuck in a loop. The AOT is about cycles and loops, so makes sense. I hated the fact that Isayama apologized to the fans for the ending, even though I was spoiled when the manga ended. It was incredible how the anime handled it. Yeah, I just think a lot of people misunderstood it, and the issues the ending had in the manga were just not as big of an issue as they made it out to be. But I think Isayama did that because I felt he probably, you know, from his culture in Japan, in their society, they're very apologetic and demure. So, that makes sense that he would do that. And you know, to a degree, it's a very noble thing to do. But I don't think he should have apologized. I think he should have been like, hey, fuck you guys. This is great. Stop hating. I get it, you know, like, I could probably have written that better. So he did. But everyone else, man, so many people were... Man, the things people said about Isayama. I shudder to think what it was like when you read a lot of those comments. What's up, C-Tactics? Your Demon Slayer vids are A1 steak sauce. God, I hope they are. I hope they are. I've been trying really hard to do a lot better on my videos. Very hard to up the quality. I did some free run videos and a solo leveling video earlier this year, and they were very bad. And I got shit on them, rightfully so. That laugh was the perfect reply. Do you have any anime tattoos? I don't, but I was thinking about getting a tattoo of Levi beheading Zeke. Is that a spoiler? I probably shouldn't have said that. Oops. I will get a tattoo of something that happens later on in AOT involving Levi and Zeke as a portrait on my back. The entire like a big that cover. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I don't have any tattoos at all. I would love to get some one day. I'd like to get like my left arm or my right arm, because my right arm is my best arm. Maybe like a sleeve or something like that one day. That'd be cool. I don't have the money for it right now. It costs a lot of money. Is Mappa going to continue to dominate the anime scene, or do you think other studios will take over? I don't know. If you mean dominate as in like they get like a lot of adaptations, yes and no. I think no, because I think at this point they like Dan to Dan went to Science Saru as an example. It didn't go to UFO Table, or it didn't go to Mappa. So I think we're starting to I think they were lucky where they took on all of these projects they wanted to do. I know Chainsaw Man for them was a passion project, so I don't think they care about making money on Chainsaw Man, but I think that's a thing they want to do and have fun with, like, genuinely. But I don't think they're going to adapt everything. I think that was just for that period of time is when they got a lot of stuff. I think beyond that, I don't think we're going to see a lot of that anymore. Because I don't think they can do it, to be honest. Like, I think they'll definitely do Vinland Saga Season 3. But they funded Vinland Saga Season 3, that's the thing. They didn't animate it. They just funded the original animators from Wit Studios to produce Season 2. So I think they'll probably do the same thing for Season 3. I think they'll do Chainsaw Man. I think they'll do Jujutsu Kaisen, of course. And if there's any AOT OVAs that pop up, they'll probably do those. They'll probably do Jigo Kuraku, which is another one I'm glad they're continuing to do. I hope it's got more of a budget with Season 2 than Season 1. Because Season 1's budget was a little stretched thin, you could tell. And their time management was stretched thin. I also think, because like we saw them cancel the Yuri on Ice film, which a lot of people got angry about. But I think that's a sign that they realize they've done too much. Or really, what it is their staff were threatening to quit, most likely, and leak even more information if they didn't cancel one of these projects. At least. I would say it's more likely they cancel projects at this point than do more and more and more and more and more and more. But we'll see, because anything can happen in the world of anime. It really is truly, we're very lucky right now in anime where it's booming in popularity right now, and it's, you know, it feels like anything can happen. I mean, Spice and Wolf got a reboot series. That's crazy. Have you seen Love After World Domination? Pretty sure that's the name. I have not. Is that like an anime or a live action? How is Falco able to see visions of the future? If I remember correctly, it's like through the paths. Like, they're all connected. It's a bunch of pseudo-science, you know, Star Trek kind of junk going on there, where it's just like everyone that is an Eldian is connected through the paths. And we know, for example, Aaron was sending back memories to many different people constantly, so maybe he did that for Falco or something. Basically, just weird voodoo magic AOT stuff happened. You know, story stuff, right? When you write a story that's like high drama, you do high drama things like time travel and stuff. Yeah, there's probably somebody who could probably, you know, explain that better than me. Wanted to ask if you read the Demon Slayer manga, knowing the scary, beautiful chaos that's about to unfold for the remainder of the anime. I've only read up to the end of Swordsmith Village in the manga, so I'm not caught up. Usually it's a meme when people say because past law. Well, that's kind of, it's a meme, but it's kind of true. Like it's like think when you're watching Interstellar, and Anne Hathaway goes, "It's love." It's like, no, not love, Anne Hathaway, not love. That doesn't make any sense. In this movie about science, traveling to other planets and stuff, and other dimensions or whatever, going into black holes and finding a bookcase, by the way, it's you know, it's kind of schlocky, it's kind of hokey, right? And there's a little bit of that we can accept in our stories because it's a story. You know, we want to be entertained, we want to be challenged, we want to get a glimpse of the unknown. So that's kind of, I find it interesting how the internet will take these like very mundane things that are like have been normal for years and blow them out of proportion to be something horrible. It's like, well, speaking of Star Trek, it's like, oh man, Next Generation is boring. It's like, okay, if you find it boring, whatever. But like, there's cool stuff about that era of Star Trek, you know? And like, this is normal for Star Trek. It's actually quite weird how J.J. Abrams' version of Star Trek is compared to all the other versions. I'm not talking about the new version, I'm talking about Orville or whatever. And a lot of people love the Orville. But it's like, just because it's, you know, the new way of doing things, it's not like it's never not been done before, you know? I don't know if I explained any of that well. Do you have a top 3 anime? Mine is AOT, Bunny Girl Senpai, Naruto. Monogatari and Demon Slayer is 4 and 5. Let's see, top 3. My number 1 is Cowboy Bebop. Number 2 is Neon Genesis Evangelion. And number 3 is the Fruits Basket 2019 remake. That's probably my top 3. I know, I got a pretty boring taste. Like, yours is cool. You got all these, you know, you got AOT and Bunny Girl Senpai. That's pretty cool to have in your top 3. I've got the most boring picks. But that is my top 3. What are some anime, what are some awesome finished manga you would recommend? Well, number 1, Blade of the Immortal. Am I caught up to JJK manga? Sorta. Not caught up. I'm about 10 or 12 chapters behind. I would recommend Blade of the Immortal. I would recommend A Silent Voice. I would recommend oh god, what do I recommend beyond those two? Is there I mean, there's definitely got to be something that's like really unique. Oh, there's this one. It's not a hentai. For anyone who says it's a hentai, it is called Molester Man. It's called Chicken Otoko or something like that. But it's called Molester Man. Look it up. Just type in Molester Man manga. That's not a hentai! It's really good. It is a coming-of-age romance where the entire story is through pseudonyms. So the basis of the story is that someone forgets something in a cafe. So this guy, like this lady does, and he kind of got like, she's like a regular or whatever. She's coming. Point is, he finds her cute, and he's like this otaku kind of guy. He's like, he sits inside all day, and he's very awkward. But he always sits on like 2chan, which is like 4chan. It's just an internet forum for the Japanese. It's the same internet culture as 4chan. And he picks it. He sees the thing that she left behind. He goes to give it back, but she thinks he's a molester. So she starts running, crying, and he's like, "No, I'm just trying to return this thing to you, ma'am." And for the rest of the story, she's known as Misunderstanding. You get it, because she misunderstood, and he's known as Molester Man. And everyone else in the story has like different names that are pseudonyms. Like one of them is Kanzai because one girl has a Kanzai dialect. One of them is called like Miss Jugs or whatever because one of this girl has like really big boobs. Molester Man's great. I'm just saying, by the end of it, you'll be crying. It's my favorite romance of all time. And everyone has that reaction. Everyone's like, man, what's this guy smoking? What's he talking about? No, man. I'm telling you, I gotta do a video on this one day. I gotta make people aware of this Molester Man. Also, the art's really fun. It's really funny. It's so good. I love it. I'm gonna say it anyways. There's this other manga done by the same artist. It's not written by the same person, but it's another coming-of-age story. And it could be written by the same person under a different name because they're both very similar and they have the exact same artist. It is called Onani Master Kurosawa, which is in English, it is, I think it's called Masturbation Master Kurosawa. I swear to you all, I swear to you right now, it's nothing like what it seems. Like, it's weird titles for those two stories, but they're misleading. Like, you think it's going to be something crazy, but it's like really sweet, it's really wholesome. It's a coming of age story once again. No, not Here We Go Again. I'm telling you, it's so good. Check it out. I promise. I promise. Go on Manga Dex. It's probably on Manga Dex. It's fantastic. Listen. I'll pay you all $1 million to do it. Everyone in here. I don't have $1 million, by the way. I don't know why I said that. What's going on right now? LMFAO. No, stop laughing. Mushoku Tensei should have been called Molester Man instead. Probably. Yeah. Or at least Rudy. For all of Rudy's flaws, the world of Mushoku Tensei is incredible. Seems like a sus title. It's not! Listen, if there's anything you guys should take away from this, you guys got to go check out Molester Man and Masturbation Master Kurosawa. They're really good manga. They technically... So, Molester Man is kind of like a Japanese folk tale, like a modern folk tale. So there's other versions of Molester Man that are out there, like I think the original version of the story is called Train Man, which has a live action. Like, it's a really mega popular movie and story in Japan, and it's literally it's the exact same thing. But it's literally the same story, but instead of like an otaku, it's a guy on a train that misunderstands him trying to return these ceramic pots or something like that she left on the train. I don't know. With so many people saying that Yuji has suffered so much, what other characters have suffered more than him? I mean, Yuji... I would say, honestly, and this is not like saying, like, comparing them as, like, the same quality or nothing like that, but I think Yuji and Guts have suffered through quite a bit. Like, some of the most characters that have suffered. I think Thorfinn as well has been one that suffered quite a bit. I think Eren Yeager has suffered quite a bit, even though he's kind of a anti-hero, antagonist kind of guy. Love you, man. Watching you from Brazil. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know if this means anything, but, you know, obviously here in America, we're a bunch of dumbasses. But one of the things we're really good at is making a lot of stuff. And I bought this new coffee. It's called Nescaf. I don't know if you got it there, but it's instant coffee. It's really good. I really enjoy it. Got a totally different flavor and texture to regular coffee, which I actually kind of prefer. It's Brazil. That's what it says on it. It's like a Brazil blend. I don't know if it's, you know, and it's probably not, right? Probably chemically altered to taste a certain way, like whatever. But yeah, it's really good. Definitely check out the Brazil blend of Nescaf if you got anything anywhere. I recommend it. Also, the iced tea Nescaf is really good, and the gold. The Nescaf Gold. Oh, there's a reason they charge you extra for smaller portions of that. I'll just say that they know what they got with that one. How's my health? Let's see. About a couple weeks ago, I don't know. I think I was just super duper stressed out, and I ended up having maybe a panic or anxiety attack, or like my body did. And since then, I've just been taking things pretty slow. I've been making sure to play more video games because that de-stresses me. So, and that's what I wasn't really doing before. I was literally working 24/7, like literally working 24/7 on videos and stuff. So, I've learned to hire editors, which, by the way, I am always in need of editors. If you are an editor, join my Discord server. I'm gonna put it in the I'm gonna put a link to the server, and I'm gonna do something wild. Okay, there's no limits, there's no time limit, there's no join limit. So if you want to join, there you go. You can click on it, you can join. It's great in there. We got cookies, we love it there. Why was I bringing up my Discord server? What was I talking about? I don't even fucking remember. I just totally lost my track of my line of thought there. My health, I know that. Why was I bringing up my Discord server though? I don't have a fucking clue. I guess just join my Discord server, I guess. Oh, I was talking about editors. Yes, editors. Oh my god. I'm losing it. Losing it. Yeah, if you're an editor, join the Discord server. We could talk some business. Cuz I gotta get editors for videos. Cuz turns out you can't work 24/7 cuz you'll die. That's what my doctor said. But who knows? He works in the back alley. Other than anime, do you have any other hobbies? Don't take it as offensive. I'm just asking if you do instruments or play video games. I can play bass, I can play guitar, I can play mandolin, a little bit of piano, a little bit of drums. I can write some music. I don't know if I have any of my instruments plugged in. I do have instruments plugged in. Well, I could play with them right now, and you guys could hear me play, but I don't know if you'd want that. But I like to read. I'm currently reading a book called I got it right here. It's called it's from Twyla Tharp. Is The Creative Habit, Learn It and Use It for Life. It's literally as what you think. It's a self-help book. It's really good. I recommend it. I'm reading another one. I'm on a self-help kick. It's called Art and Fear, Observations on the Perils and Rewards of Art Making. Generally the same idea for both of those videos from but two very different perspectives. Two different lines of thoughts. One is more about a regiment, and the other is more about the philosophical, moral obligation of doing art for yourself. So I love reading. Obviously, I love music. I love gaming. I've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare 3 and X-Defiant. I love first-person arcade shooters. My jam. That's how I de-stress. I also de-stress playing Skyrim and Fallout. I love Bethesda games. I love Starfield. Love all of them. They're all fun in their own ways. I love modding Starfield to be a billion different games. Mostly Dark Souls. I love Elden Ring. Shadow of the Erdtree's coming out soon. I would love to stream Shadow of the Erdtree. I may do that on Twitch. Who knows? I concur with you being from the United States. Take a bunch of clowns here. But what's your predictions for the next arc of Demon Slayer? I thought you were going to ask my predictions about the next United States president. I was kind of worried for a minute. I was like, oh no, I'm an anime channel. I think the next arc... Listen, all I know is I want more Mitsuri and I want more Tengen, okay? That's what I want. That's what I want! You should check out Inside Out 2, since that does explain what happens when you're going through anxiety, and you would love it. Yeah. I may. I haven't seen the first one. We'll see. Also, your background instrumentals on your latest vids have been super. I did not make those. I don't know if you can hear what I'm playing right now, but it's Persona music. I usually play Persona. And I have like a bunch of generic ones I use from like YouTube and stuff that I really enjoy. Yes, play my instrument. I'm currently reading Fire Punch. Excited to see what next. Currently chapter 6. I need to get into Fire Punch, Lamb. Drooling Mitsuri. Power for president. It's time for the 100% sales tax. I agree. I agree. And you know what? If we're gonna elect an authoritarian dictator, by God, it might as well be power. Because, you know, she's just gonna like... I don't know what she's gonna do. Hold on, give me a second. Ah! Alright, I have returned. I have brought my musical instrument. I have turned on my amplifier. I have plugged it in. I don't know if this guitar is in tune or not. This is actually the guitar I'm playing right now. It's called, it's an Epiphone SG59 Tribute, I think. I think it's called the 59 Tribute. It's really good. All right. I don't know how loud this is going to be. I should probably pause the thing here. But a lot of people don't know I play music. I play instruments. And I've been doing it for 15 years? I don't know. Can you guys hear that? I don't think you can. Let's see. Oh, it's right now. It's I have to add a source. I think. Oh no, yeah, you guys can hear it. I have this amp. It's called a Boss Katana Mark II. So it comes with like a program that you can edit tones and stuff to get like different things. And I can barely hear it right now on my side. Guitar's a little out of tune, but that's fine. This is I'll play a little bit of something. What should I play? You know what? This I'll play a little bit of Beast of Burden by the Rolling Stones, because that's everyone knows the Rolling Stones. It's super easy. Never mind, I don't remember how to play it. I think it goes like... something like that? I don't remember though. But yeah, I've been playing for 15 years. I don't know if that like... I mean, I can play... Let's see. Play like, you know, like I can play some metal stuff. That's what you're into, you know. I can play a little bit of, I don't remember how to do it. I can play a little bit of Crazier Train. Wait, how do I play Crazy Train again? What the fuck is that? What is the start to the main riff of Crazy Train? I can't even remember. There we go. So like I can do that stuff. I've been playing for like 15 years, so it's not too hard to do. My favorite Ozzy Osbourne song. Someone said Black Sabbath at one point. Crazy Train was Black Sabbath. I thought that was funny. Man's got skills. Not me! Amazing talent. Well, I appreciate that, guys. What's up, Dan? How are you? How do you feel about the MHA anime adaptation? I feel like Season 5, that fell off in terms of story and quality compared to the other seasons. Season 3 is peak. Latest season has been lackluster. Yeah, I did a video on Season 3. I really love Season 3. I thought Hideout Raid Arc was really good. Did not know you could play guitar. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I don't really make it known. Yeah, I mean, if you want to hear me play guitar a lot, Dan's right. I play it all the time on Discord. What were we talking about? Oh, MHA. Yeah, I did a video on Season 3 recently. I'm doing one on kind of like the quote worst arcs of MHA. Not my words. And we're kind of going to go over like what people consider to be like the worst arcs and why they're the worst and like my thoughts on them, which is, you know, my usual kind of thing where I take like a more balanced kind of approach, because I think there's a lot of truth to some of the criticisms people have for like My Villain Academia in the anime, but I think it's a totally different story in the manga. But I'm trying to get through Season 6. I'm on episode 6. I just got past the Mirko stuff. Mirko, best girl. And I thought that was badass. So I can't wait to see what actually happens in Season 7, because I heard it's really, really, really good. Like, genuinely, actually pretty good. So we'll see. But it is 8 p.m. for me. I think it's time for me to hop off and go and relax some, hang out with some peeps. Thank you all so much for checking out the stream. 20 concurrent. Didn't even think that was possible in 2024 because AOT's over. Even got a lot of AOT questions. And yeah, this week I think I'm going to upload like a little bit of a ranty video on Demon Slayer. Like kind of addressing some of the criticisms people have, calling it like mid-Slayer and like it's carried by animation. I just think that's a false. So I really want to put some like a more positive perspective out there about that. I think that's what I'm going to do this week, because that's what I'm interested in doing. And I'm working on some AOT stuff, I'm working on everything. I know people are still waiting for that AOT big review. We'll see how that goes, but yeah. Thanks everyone for watching, coming out. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a really fantastic evening. Please do more live streams. I'll try. I really want to. So we'll see. But have a good night. Have a good day, evening, wherever you may be. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.